I'm Lady T 506. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing the Braxton Family Values episode 7 review. Show starts off, it's Miss Evelyn's birthday party, and they usually have her party in Atlanta, but Atlanta has been very, I guess that time of year in Atlanta it was very cold, so that's like, well, let's have it in Los Angeles. So Tony, Tawana, Tracy, and Trina, they all go to Los Angeles, to Tamar's house to spend Miss Evelyn's birthday. They get there and they're talking, and they have their vocal coach there, and they're already drinking. Well, at least Tawana, Tracy, Tamar, and Trina were. Tony, she wasn't there yet, and the vocal coach came in and was like, "What are y'all drinking?" It was some like a lime green color alcoholic beverage, and it's like, "Oh, it's just lime Kool-Aid." And he actually believed him, and he was like, "Well, you ain't even supposed to be drinking anything with lime in it right before you finish singing because it's acidic." And so they was like, "Oh, okay." And he was like, "Well, Trina, you get is it Trina or Tamar? You got the cup in your hand?" But she's like, "Well, I'm not drinking it." Okay. So Tony comes in and she's like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe y'all drinking." That's like, "Oh, it's lime Kool-Aid." She's like, "Yeah, I know good and doggone well there's not no lime Kool-Aid. We don't even drink lime Kool-Aid, but y'all suddenly have a taste for lime Kool-Aid." Okay, so she goes and sniffs, and she's like, "Y'all know you're not supposed to be drinking. It's not good for your vocals to be drinking alcohol right before you're having a vocal lesson." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So Tony was like, "Well, y'all go ahead and practice. I'm Tony Braxton. I do not need vocal training." And it's like, "Girl, you ready to get up here?" She's like, "I do not need vocal training. I am Tony Braxton." Well, she didn't say that, but that's where I got it from. And she's Tony Braxton, so she don't need vocal lessons. So they're singing, everything's cool. All sisters get together and they're talking, and I think Tawanda asked Trina, how's her and her and Gabe's marriage, and she was like, "Well, we're still in therapy and we're trying to work things out." And Tamar was like, "How do you do that? Forgive?" And she was like, the thing about forgiving is you can't keep on bringing up old stuff. If you didn't forgive somebody, don't, when you mad, bring it back up. And she's like, "I don't think I can do that." And in comes Tracy with her, 2 cents. She was like, "Well, you only been married 2 years. Give it time if y'all even make it." And Tamar got offended, like, "What you mean if I make it? Me and my husband, our marriage is solid. Ain't nothing wrong with our marriage. We cool, we in love, everything's cool." So her and Tracy get into this big old fight, and she's like, "Why are you always coming for me?" She's like, "Well, when you state your mind, don't nobody say nothing, but when I state my mind, you always got something to say." So they had this little big old fight. Tracy leaves. I'm trying to think what else happened. Okay, time for Mama's birthday party. They entrust Tracy and Trina to go get her present. Everybody done pitched in on this present, thinking they gonna get Mama something good. They go to this dog store where they sell, dog stuff for your dogs. I'm assuming clothes, beds, and all that stuff. And they even had this thing, I, for the life of me, cannot figure out what it's called. But the little thing you put your baby in, and looks like a backpack where your baby could sit in, but it ain't closed up all the way. That thing for a dog. Really? I never seen anything like that, but hey, I guess that's the new thing out. Or the old thing out. I don't know. So they're looking at stuff. The party comes around. Time to give Mama her presents. They done got her a dog bed for her dog and a little dog carrying thingy. This Mama's party. This ain't dog's party. This Mama party. Why ain't y'all get something for Mama? So, Tamar's already mad, like, "Well, dang, y'all done messed up Mama's gift." Mama like, "Well, this my party. This ain't my dog. I want something for me, not for him." And I understood that. I don't want you to get somebody else something for my birthday. That's not for me. That may be a little insensitive, but hey, if it's my birthday party, I want you to get something for me. If you're not gonna get something for me, donate something to a charity. I could have seen that, but no, they got something for the dog. If you hear stuff in the background, just ignore that. Act like it's not even there. Anyways, they get back to the party. Oh yeah, beforehand, Tony, she's thinking about leaving Atlanta because she's just tired of Atlanta. She's been in Atlanta since the early 90s, and she's ready for a new change. So she's thinking about moving to Los Angeles, and she finds this house. It was so beautiful. I mean, wow. Even Tamar was like, dang, that's a nice house. And you know, Tamar just don't be throwing out compliments like that, so you know it was a nice house. It was just beautiful. It's like, you can't explain. It was just beautiful. But the problem is, she's going through bankruptcy, and she can't purchase stuff at, like, she got a limit on stuff. If, you know, say her limit is $5,000, you know, that's how she can spend on one item. She can't spend $5,000 in one. It ain't gonna work like that. So she's like, what am I gonna do? So at the end of the episode, she decides, yes, I want to get this house, but can I, you know, have like a lease option? I guess lease to own or something, or lease it until her bankruptcy's over, until she can buy it. And you know, the realtor, she's like, oh yeah, sure, we can do that. That's fine. So it's time for everybody to go back to Atlanta, and only Tracy and Tony stayed behind. You know, Tamar had some excuses to why she wanted to talk to Tracy. She needed help packing because she was going to New York, and she wants her and Tracy to get along better. And she finds out why, you know, Tracy's been on edge. She's just been like in this bad mood. It's her son. He has rheumatoid arthritis, and he's in constant pain. And like, you know, her as a mother, she doesn't know what to do for her child. You know, there's almost nothing she can do. I guess she can give him his medicine and everything, but you know, he's still in pain. So all that's weighing on her, and like, she's like, man, my baby's in pain, and there's almost nothing I can do for him. And like Tamar, you know, she's like, oh, well, you know, I didn't know that. You know, I can see why you know, mad and jumping down my throat about little stuff. You know, you going through something at home, and it's just that one little thing just tick. Trust. Nothing else happened to the episode. You know, had Miss Evelyn's birthday party and got her present for her dog. Tony's thinking about moving to Los Angeles, so I wish her all the work, all the luck. Thank you, subscribers, people who watch my videos, people who like my videos, and comment. I want you to rate, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and share. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.